My experience and my observation is that most women are men in skirts, meaning that the way their presence, their being, the way we roll in the world, it's very masculine.
Hi, ladies. I've gotten this clip. Um, I've got, I've been tagged on this clip several times, and so I really had to think about this answer. How I would kind of express my views on this one. First of all, I am a huge Elanya Van Zant fan. Have been probably since high school. Um, One of her first books, Acts of Faith, was a book that changed my life. So I am a huge fan of hers. Um, I When I look at her perspective, what I kind of see is a woman who is further along in her journey than most people. Okay, um, she is at a place where she can rest fully in her feminine, where she can live her life, the rest of her life, in complete comfort, and she really has no troubles or worries. Okay, um, I think that's really reflective of what I saw of her in this little clip. That I did not go back and watch the whole thing, so there may be more things that I've left out, but I'm just going to go based off of this clip. Okay. Um, and when I see her, I kind of think the way she looks at young women is kind of like, this is what I see right now. Okay. I see young women that are acting and behaving in this way. And when I look at young women, that's not what I see. Okay. What I tend to do is I tend to look at it from more of a feeling. Um, so most of the things that I talk about on my page are things that I have experienced or things I've seen or read or heard. And so I have a connection to those things. So when I look at young women today, and I see that they are left alone to raise their children, left alone to take care of their own lives, to support themselves, their children, maybe a mother, work a full-time job, go to school, so many responsibilities. I don't look at them as masculine at all. I look at these young women, you young women, as survivors. Okay. Um, we as women are under a tremendous amount of pressure right now, particularly women who are in the stage of life where you just have a lot of things going on. Right now, I got nothing going on. I sit in my house, I work, I have some fun, I play, I go back to bed. My life is a lot more similar to hers, probably, than to yours, all right? Because I've already lived through a good portion of my life where the bigger stressors are, okay? Um, when I look back at the young women who are struggling, I see survivors. I see women who are giving it their all, giving every inch of everything that's required, every inch of everything in them to do the job that's required, okay? I don't see it as masculine at all. Um, and it seems weird to me that women have been doing this for the last 40 years, and all of a sudden it's become masculine. I think that's a phrase that is being thrown specifically at Black women with a specific agenda. I don't know if she realizes that or not, but I know that's a fact because we are doing the same things we did 20 years ago, barely surviving because 20 years ago, I was just like you guys. My son is 34. 20 years ago, I was raising a teenager, trying to pay all the bills, make sure everything worked, and nobody called me masculine because I was in survival mode. That's what that is. That's what survival is. You're doing what you have to do to get everything done. So I think when you call Black women masculine, it's a loaded word. And it is misogynistic in a way that is only aimed at us. When I look back, when I say look back, I'm looking at women who are at different stages of their life than I am. Okay, so I'm looking back, like looking back at my own life. There's nothing masculine about it. It's heroic is what it is. It is heroic because the fact of the matter is we could have certainly perished. doing way more than we should. It's hard. It's awful. We are in the midst of angry, miserable people who are treating us badly, and we just want to do our best because there's a lot of people depending on us. I really dislike the masculine feminine conversation because black women are masculine, but those same sorry, and I won't use any other word, will come knocking on your door every frickin' day wanting some. But you're masculine. If we're so masculine, then what are you doing here? What do you want, and why are you bothering us? The fact of the matter is, we're not masculine. It's a loaded word, and it's aimed at us like projectiles, meant to just knock us down. And I'm really just sad that it was used in this situation. We are women surviving, but I think we are learning that the people who are using that word against us are not our friends. They still knock on our doors, demanding all the feminine things that we should not even possess because we're so masculine. Yeah, it's all a part of the manipulation. I'm surprised she fell for it. When I see young women, I don't see women looking like dudes. I see women surviving. I see women who are doing what's required to survive. And when I read her earlier books, as I recall, she had quite a bit of that in her life too. So I'm really surprised that she would use that word for black women, because it's a loaded word. It's a triggering word, and the men who aim it at us are not our friends. All right? They just aren't. I said to say it. When I look at you young women who are doing the same thing I had to do, baby, I'm proud. I am proud of you. I am happy for you. I am cheering you on. And never, never would I call you masculine. Baby, you're survivors. Do we use some of our masculine traits? Yes, we have to, because we use whatever traits are required in order for us to survive, be they masculine or feminine. And so, no, I don't want the man in my life to be my girlfriend. Not at all. I have girlfriends for a reason. There was just a lot in this. Now, like I said, I did not see the whole thing, but the part I saw really just made me really sad, because I don't agree. Oh, and I don't know if I said it earlier. No, we are not like dudes. We are like women in crisis sometimes. So, shame on the bunch of them.